So please tell me something about yourself.
Guys, did you know a survey shows 93% of hiring managers prefer to start an interview by asking this question? And you would be surprised to know that around 65% of hiring managers admitted rejecting a candidate within the first 90 seconds of an interview because their self-introduction was way too average. And in this video, I will show you how you can completely change your average self-introduction into a stunning one by following only 3 simple steps. So welcome to Be an Interview Pro Masterclass. Guys, this question may sound simple, but it's actually a tricky one because you're literally forced by an interviewer to do all the talking and he will sit back and judge you on quite a few parameters. And if you don't match up to their expectations, then consider the game is over. Let me quickly show you how you can confidently handle this question and create your own stunning self-introduction in less than 5 minutes. First thing first, make sure your self-introduction does not exceed 90 to 120 seconds, as this is considered to be the ideal response time for this question. Guys, let me first show you a difference between an average self-introduction and a stunning self-introduction opening to make you understand what I'm talking about. In both the cases, we'll start our introduction by sharing our general details like our name, place of birth, and educational background. Let's first take a look at an average self-introduction. Hi, my name is Ashu and I'm from New Delhi. I completed Bachelor's in Commerce and Master's in Business Administration and have 3 years of work experience. So guys, how did you find the opening of this self-introduction? I guess bahut average, isn't it? And trust me, the self-introduction of every second candidate is something like this. Now let's have a look at a better version of it. Hi, my name is Ashu Singh Malhotra and I'm from New Delhi. When it comes to my qualifications, I proudly earned my bachelor's degree in commerce, and to further enrich my education, I concluded with a master's degree in business administration. Guys, did you notice the difference between an ordinary self-intro and a good one? So the question is, what exactly was the difference? I literally gave the same information in both the cases. You guessed it right. The language that I used in the second intro statement made it extraordinary. That's the magic of using transitional phrases and sentences, which has the real power to transform any average statement into a masterpiece. Let me first explain you what those transitional phrases or sentences means. So these phrases are typically used to smoothly and elegantly transitioning from one statement to another. These are usually short phrases or sentences one can use to shift between sentences. By the way, this is the first thing that I teach to all my students. The art of using transitional phrases and sentences. Because in job interviews, the difference between an average and exceptional is primarily the language that we use. Guys, just like any dish doesn't become extraordinary on its own and requires the right amount of flavors and spices to make it tasty, likewise, to spice up and make your self-introduction stunning, you must add the right transitional phrases at the right places to make it a real treat for the listener. And just to let you know, there are many types of transitional phrases and has 3 levels: basic, advanced, and expert. I've already created a complete list of these transitional phrases which you can easily copy and use them in your own self-introduction. मैं इस list को आपकी computer screen पे अभी share नहीं कर रहा because you might get confused. So first I'll explain you each point and then I will tell you which phrase to use and how to use it. By the end, you will get your complete list. So just sit back and relax and see how to create a stunning self-introduction with all the flavors and spices. Guys, let me now take you one step further and show you how to reveal work-related information after explaining your educational background and which transitional phrases to use when moving from educational background to work experience. Guys, मैं अपना self-introduction एक बार फिर से starting से start करता हूँ so that you get to see the complete template that I'm using here. I'll try to go slow and highlight the key points which I want to. Hi, my name is Ashu Singh Malhotra and I'm from New Delhi. When it comes to my qualifications, I proudly earned my bachelor's degree in commerce, and to further enrich my education, I concluded with a master's degree in business administration. Taking a closer look at my work experience reveals that I have 3 years of rich experience in this field. I started my professional journey with XYZ organization as a customer care executive, where my key responsibilities were to provide assistance to international customers through phone interactions. Whether it was addressing inquiries, resolving issues, or providing product-related information, I ensured that each interaction left customers satisfied and confident in our brand. Guys, let me say it again. The difference between ordinary and exceptional is basically the way it is presented. And this is what transitional phrases and sentences do beautifully. So on your screen, you will see a list of few transitional phrases or sentences. You can either pause the video to read them or take a screenshot and read them later. So guys, now when we have set the stage, this is the time to hit the bullseye by making them listen to what they want to. Basically, they want to hire someone whose profile matches with the job criteria. So this takes us to our next point, alignment with the job requirements. Guys, it is absolutely necessary for you to read and understand the job description very carefully and pick up the keywords and phrases from JD itself, which you must include in your self-introduction very smartly. इसको कहते हैं उनको वो सुनाना जो वो सुनना चाहते हैं. And I'm a big fan of this approach. So say for example, if the JD says candidates should have good communication skills and problem-solving abilities, then your intro should sound something like this. I believe I'm a perfect fit for this role because my skills directly match with what you're looking for. Starting from good communication skills to handling complex customer queries, my commitment to delivering high-quality service matches perfectly with the standards set by your organization. Guys, एक काम करते हैं. Let me share a list of few key skills which are generally found in most of the job descriptions released by the companies. This will help you pre-plan your answers, but be sure to check the original job description and modify your answers accordingly. Feel free to pause the video to review them or take a screenshot to read them later. Guys, let's move on to another important section of self-introduction, and that is what sets you apart. Interviewers are always interested in knowing what makes you so special. So to address this concern, you must explain them what sets you apart from everyone else. And you can easily do this by highlighting your strengths as an employee. Guys, there is no need to include a long list of your strengths here. Remember, we must try to wrap up our intro within 90 to 120 seconds, else it will become boring. So highlighting only one or two strengths should be more than enough. You can say, sharing an additional glimpse of myself, what sets me apart is I'm a quick learner and great at picking up new concepts and skills. And I'm sure this ability will be incredibly helpful during my training, ensuring I can contribute effectively from day one. Guys, you can take a screenshot of the transitional phrases and sentences that you can add to this section. Finally, always end your self-introduction with enthusiasm. So your closing statement could be, I've heard a lot about your esteemed organization, and I personally believe that being part of such a reputable company can shape my career into a remarkable journey, and that's the reason I'm here for this interview. Guys, इस टाइम पे आपको अपनी स्क्रीन के ऊपर पूरा सेल्फ इंट्रोडक्शन का टेम्पलेट दिख रहा होगा. You can use this template as it is, or you can modify this as per your requirements. Guys, freshers can also use the same self-introduction template. I've already made the necessary changes and it is all good to go for you. You can either pause the video to read it or take a screenshot and read it later. Guys, remember, try to keep your self-introduction short, use transitional phrases the way I explained, and sparkle it with enthusiasm. By the way, I have 3 amazing self-introduction templates that I teach to all my students. I did not want to share all 3 templates in one go to avoid confusion, but soon I will cover them in part 2 and part 3 of my self-introduction videos. So subscribe to Hiring Guru Official to stay updated on all my future videos. Give me a like if you like this video and comment below. I wish you good luck for your next interview. Bye bye now.